I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you.
The real question was Andrew Tate set up. This video is brought to you by the House of Tatum store. Get your merch in the link in the description section. 30% off the entire store. Put goodbye 2022. You get 30% off the entire store. 40% all of our Christmas items. So you go to the thing at the top. It says Christmas aisle. Click on it. Automatic discount. You cannot get both discounts. If you go to Christmas aisle, you get a discount. If you put the 30% in, you only get discount on 30% off items. Put the links in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live, make a video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wonder. This whole Andrew Tate thing is just, I think it's bigger than what people are even making it out to be. Because I think that people make a big deal, but it should be even a bigger deal. Because one or two things are occurring here. Either he didn't do it, and this is the biggest sabotage setup in human history well, not really, because they do this all the time. But when somebody that they don't like, they set up levy all these charges against them to try to defame them, ruin their lives, dox them off the internet. It's either that or this guy is one of the biggest dirtbags on planet Earth. Somebody who presents himself a certain way and behind the scenes doing nefarious things. Now, maybe I'm biased because I think he said a lot of things that are correct. I think it's more of the former. Meaning that, was he set up with this? Now, I think he predicted what was already going to happen. Two videos that I watched, one from the right-wing Angel, y'all need to go support him, that I watched of him pretty much predicting that this would happen. And then another video explaining how he was involved in this human traffic false allegation before, where he ended up going to the police station and getting cleared. So I want to play these two videos, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Roll the clip.
The truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last two lives, which is also why while I'm answering this question, I'm still being careful how I'm answering it. I'm not telling you
scary
everything.
Shit.
It's scary because they've given me the warning and I'm still running my mouth.
Yeah.
So that's scary. But here's how cancellation works. So I knew it was going to happen because there's very, very orchestrated attacks.
Think about that for a minute. I knew it was going to happen because it's very orchestrated attacks. Did the same thing to Donald Trump. Same thing to Donald Trump. Remember, he was getting ready to run for president, then Access Hollywood came out. It's like, well, that's weird. This was 20 years ago. Who was holding on to this tape? This is what I don't understand, and I don't know why people don't catch it. It's like, who was holding on to that tape that they waited 30 years to try to expose him, as if they were waiting for him to do something or accomplish something great, and then they were going to put him on blast? It was orchestrated. It wasn't because somebody was really concerned that Donald Trump is this bad guy. And then you had nobody ever claiming that he grabbed him by the nothing. After the video come out, you got 5 or 6 women say he grabbed him by the... It's like, bro, it's orchestrated. When that didn't work, what did they do? Russia collusion. Investigated for 3 years. And then where's the indictment? They have none. Same thing with Andrew Tate. It's like, well, they hate him on the internet. I don't think he's a problem. I know how to compartmentalize. I know how to agree with Andrew Tate on some things and say these other things makes no sense according to a man like me. I don't agree with it. But they counseled him at first. Remember? He was banned from everything. They were doing all this stuff. And he got bigger. And now he's going to jail all of a sudden. But listen to what he said on Tucker about this whole trafficking thing, because he was involved in allegations before that apparently at the time were false.
News accounts in the United States say that the U.S. Embassy in Bucharest, Romania, was tipped off to your misdeeds and alerted the local authorities you might be committing human trafficking. Given that this is the same charge they leveled against Julian Assange or a species of it, skeptical, but I want to know the details. Were you arrested for human trafficking? What happened?
Yeah, I was not arrested. So what happened is I suffered from a case of swatting. It's very popular with people who are large on the internet. Many large YouTubers have been swatted. It's where you call the police and you say somebody has a gun or there's a hostage situation and the SWAT team arrives. Somebody made a phone call to the American embassy saying that I was holding women at my house. The police arrived. And let me state this now. I state this openly to the world. I have absolute respect for the police. I would hate to live in a country where if you call the police saying women are being held against their will, that the police don't respond. That would be terrible. Of course they should come and look. Absolutely. They turned up. They investigated. They realized that nobody was in the house against their will. There was no crime committed. They said, okay, you're not a suspect, but you are a witness to this, along with me, my brother, the housekeeper, the gardener. Everybody who was in the premises at the time was labeled a witness. We had to go to the police station for 45 minutes for pieces of paper. We filled them in and we were let go. I was swatted. Nobody was hurt. There's no human trafficking.
Now, I'm taking his word for it. I don't know. I'm not the authorities. But I can see how this could be a setup. Think about this for a minute. You know, I keep bringing up Trump, just like they did with Trump. When you get to a certain point, people will turn on you. I don't know if they pay these people. I don't know what. I could imagine there's a girl or a group of girls that was at his house. I'm just hypothetically speaking. That was at his house. They hanging out. They want to get it like it rough and do all this old crazy stuff. And then a year later, 2 years later, people need dirt. He got into it with Greta Thunberg. And now they go to these people and say, hey, go make this accusation. We'll pay you. I'm not saying that that's what happened. Or people just got mad at him and said, I'm going to go tell the authorities that you tied me up and you had me in, locked away. And all you got to do is get 2 or 3 other people to corroborate. And all of these people can be against you. They have to do an investigation. And they do an investigation and you are the subject of the investigation. They have to bring you in for questioning. They can arrest you. For an arrest don't mean you did anything. An arrest simply means that they have probable cause. Now, I don't know in Romania, I don't know what their things are. In America, they just have to have probable cause, which means that with the information provided, a reasonable person will believe that you could be a suspect in this. They arrest you, then you have your day in court in America, where you don't have to prove your innocence because you're presumed innocent until proven guilty. You could just maintain your innocence. So with what's going on in the council culture that we go through every day and every 5 minutes, somebody didn't rape somebody because they don't like this person. It makes me wonder, was this guy a raging person that is, uncharacteristic of what he presents, or is he set up? It's kind of funny too because he went on that girl Pearl something. I forget her name. The Pearly Truth. I can't forget her name. I made a video about it. That video it went viral on her page. She got like 100,000 subscribers in like a week. But Andrew Tate was on there going hard. The most viral content that I've seen in a while from Andrew Tate. And then all of a sudden, he gets into it with Greta Thunberg, and now he's arrested. Last 6 months, he hadn't been arrested for anything. He just said what he was involved in. And now after getting into it with Greta Thunberg, he's now arrested. Like, it's just suspicious to me. I'm open to saying that it could be true. I'm open to saying that it may not be true, but it's suspicious to me. That little girl, Greta Thunberg, got a lot of power. Because if you look at her coming out, how dare you? I mean, somebody put her up to it. Somebody in the high place wanted climate change or something to be realized, and they put a little kid in front of the world, and you can't come out against her. That little girl ain't saying nothing like that. Girl ain't talking like that. Ain't nowhere in the world she talking like that. Some grown up or somebody didn't set it up and they got it all conspired. That's just my opinion. But anyway, let me know what you think about the Andrew Tate. Very interesting stuff. I cannot wait to see this unfold because, it come out that the homeboy did it. Then I got to blast you, my man, my guy. All right, see y'all on the next one. I'm out.